Movies, movies with Wade and Maliki. Movies,
What?
movies,
What does that mean? Because
movies with Wade and Maliki. Movies, movies with Wade and Maliki. Movies with Wade and Maliki. Welcome,
That was my bad.
movie watchers, to another month, Movie of the Month Club, with me and my buddy Maliki. Movies with Wade and Maliki. How's it going, everybody? Did you see some good movies this month?
I don't know if I'm still muted. I know I said
Oh.
you said be quiet, and I immediately started coughing.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We're good now.
Okay. Yeah, I saw some good movies this month.
Well, yeah, let's see. Oh, well, so kind of a fun, interesting little thing that me and my spouse started doing this year. I wonder if I still have it open. Oh, no, maybe, hold on a second. Oh, yeah, here it is. So me and my spouse started a spreadsheet because we wanted to kind of create our own ranking in movies. So let's see, we watched 13 movies in the month of January, and we started a ranking system. So we rank, it's on a scale of 1 to 5, and we look at the visuals, the acting, the score, the world building, the story, and the overall feel. And yeah, we've seen some good movies. We've seen some kind of some flops, but let's see where to begin. Well, I'll go ahead and start with the movie that of the ones that you recommended. We watched Darkman, and the first thing that comes to mind are explosions! Explosions!
Yeah.
Explosions! Oh
Lots
my
of
goodness.
explosions.
Yeah. Gosh, what else to say about it? I was trying to think of what I wanted to say aside from explosions. Just, I don't know. The acting was man, Liam Neeson. I don't know. I don't really. He's kind of. I don't really care much for him. But I thought it was, yeah, I don't know, it was kind of silly. I maybe didn't score it very well. I thought it was weird. So, he's putting the skin mask on. I guess it's kind of a novel idea or whatever. But like, it was just flawless. Like, there was no, they just had the other actors.
Yeah. It was basically Face Off, but before Face Off.
Man, I still need to see Face Off.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's the same. It's similar technology.
I just put the skin mask on, 3D print it.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if I would have liked it as much if I hadn't seen Spawn the month before, because I really do feel like it takes it has the same themes and it handles them way better. And it's more value that they get from the movie. It had a $20 million budget, and it looks better than Spawn does on a $50 million budget. So,
I did like the one thing I did like when he was having his fits of rage, and there were some really interesting visuals to kind of convey his rage there.
It's like they wanted you to feel the PTSD.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like, so he puts on a mask of what his face used to look like, and approaches his girlfriend at the cemetery. But bro, can't you just like call her on the phone or something? I don't know. We'll
Right.
just have to like.
Which he like I if I recall correctly, he does try to do that, but it's like right after the accident, so he sounds like a monster still. So
Mm, mm.
I don't think he is a very rational person at any point in time in the film. I don't think his decisions are ever the right decision, but god damn if he doesn't fucking take down a whole group of criminals, a whole criminal network as revenge for his disfiguration.
Yeah, I suppose it's worth at least one watch. I mean, if you like explosions, I honestly I thought it felt almost more like a slapstick comedy, although I don't think that's really what the director's intentions were.
I think there's a little bit of that in there intentionally. Just I think that they knew that the movie wouldn't have like reached a serious tone with the budget they had, so I think they kind of just leaned into the comedy. At least that's how I watched it. I mean, a guy
Uh,
pulls another guy's leg off and uses it as a machine gun in the first 5 minutes of the movie. I don't think that was done to set a serious tone exactly.
I couldn't stop laughing when they tracked him down at the last kind of part, and the one guy was just shooting grenade after grenade, just boof boof boof, and he just kept avoiding these explosions. Or I mean, even the most ridiculous thing was like the opening scene when they electrocute his hands, dunk his face in the acid, and then he explodes out of the building. But no, he's totally okay. He's fine. He just
He just burned his skin is all.
um. All right, so
They drown his ass in acid. You think that
yeah,
there's no coming back from that, but I guess there is. All you need is a good skin graft.
he's Liam fucking Neeson, dude.
Uh,
So you said that you were gonna try and watch all three of my recommendations. Were you able to do
yep,
that?
I watched all three.
Nice.
Uh, I'm only gonna go like deep into the one I like the most, but I
Yeah.
will mention a couple of the other two. So my least favorite was Anomalisa. Like I get like that it was like a deep movie with like a deep point about how like men can be garbage, and it's like yeah, but I don't want to watch a movie like that. It was like eating vegetables. So it was beautiful, it was intellectual, it was all of that, but it was also eating vegetables, and I hated it.
All
Um,
right.
as far as my second favorite one was I Strawberry Mansion. I thought it was gonna be my favorite one until I watched Begonia. So I really like Strawberry Mansion. I thought it had like a cool theme. It gets kind of slow in the second half and a little bit heady for me, but Begonia was so good. It was such a good fucking movie, and it has you on the edge of your seat the
Maybe
whole
don't
time.
spoil it for those of the people who want to watch it.
No, I'm not going to spoil it, but
Like, because for me, I didn't know what was the truth until the very end.
yeah. And I'm not going to even give as much information as you did last time, but it's just it has you on the edge of your seat the whole time. Everybody in the like acting in it just acts so well, and the score, like they have like a horror like melody going every time like the main character starts on certain lines. It'll just like start playing this like horror theme that's like his conspiracy theme. So whenever he goes on his rants, they play it. I love shit like that, and it's so awesome when it comes to like making you question um whether the main character is actually crazy or not.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me jump back. All right. So that was January. Now we're gonna move into recommendations for this month,
Well,
for February.
before we go
Or
into
did you have?
recommendations, I
Yeah.
did want to, since this is our 12th episode, we've been doing this for um,
Oh,
almost a whole year now. I did want to say my favorite movies so far. So I picked my three favorite movies that you've suggested so far
well,
out of
maybe
all of
that
them.
will. Is that supposed to be like on the 13th month so we can include? I don't know how it works. I
I
was
could
thinking
wait
we'd do
until
it.
next month to do it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
Maybe
So
we'll
I
do
will
a little
save
thing.
that. I'll save that then. Okay.
Yeah, because we got to include this month, February. Yeah,
Right, because that's
so we
12.
have 12, a full year of movies.
Okay.
All right. So next month, head over to American Burnout's channel, and we'll do a little recap
Yeah.
of the
A
year,
little
do
award
an
show.
awards. Yeah. All right. So my first recommendation for February is I'm just gonna. Sometimes I like to tease it, but this is The Legend of Ochi. Have you seen that one?
No.
All right. So it takes place, or it has this. First of all, an incredible performance by Willem Dafoe, just Oscar worthy. I think this was actually of our ranking system that I told you about. It ranked the highest this month. But yeah, it's got Willem Dafoe, and the thing that was so it's a PG movie. It's appropriate for the whole family, and kind of takes place in this remote village. But there's this species of apes, and they're trying to hunt them down. But there was this little orphan, this little Ochi, and the thing that's so incredible is that it's all practical effects. This
Okay.
little this puppet, like it's so incredible. I had to watch the behind the scenes because all the expressions in the face. There was something like no fewer than 5 puppeteers working this little creature at any time, and yeah, I just think it really we had talked about what makes a movie feel real, and this feels real. I feel like I can reach out and touch this little creature because it's real. And there's very little CGI, but it's a whimsical tale, and they go on this adventure, and yeah, pretty fun. The Legend of
Okay.
Ochi.
Legend of Ochi. Puppets on an adventure.
Yeah,
So are we? Uh,
yeah. I'll
I've had
just
a
go.
long
You go.
month. Do we alternate or do we do all three at once?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll alternate.
Uh, okay. So my first suggestion. There's like a whole genre of American film where it's like the redneck goes to space. And I think this is probably my favorite redneck goes to space movie. Although I haven't seen all of them, so maybe not 10 years from now. Maybe it won't keep that spot, but for now, this is my favorite redneck goes to space movie. You might have seen this. It was popular. It's a bit of a meme in some spaces.
Yeah,
Interstellar,
yeah,
starring Matthew McConaughey as a space cowboy. Yeah,
yeah.
that's my
It's.
first suggestion.
I don't think I saw it in theaters. I'm trying to remember if, but I feel like I saw it pretty early when it came out.
I couldn't imagine seeing it in theaters. Yeah, basically it's about Matthew McConaughey going to space, and then the writers of the show have some interesting ideas about how time works, and they incorporate it into the film, and it's just like basically he goes to a planet where time is quicker for Earth, and so when he comes back to Earth, it's like way later in the future. So hijinks ensue, and
All
that's it.
right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Interstellar. So This next one kind of hit close to me because it has it follows this couple. Well, they're not married. They she actually proposes kind of early on, and he's like, so I guess they're engaged technically. But Dave Franco, I'm kind of a fan of him. He does a really good job in this. Just some real intense acting, it's a. Are you a fan of body horror?
Yeah.
All right, so this I thought had some incredible body horror visuals, and it's so anyway. This couple, they go on this hike and fall into this cavern, and then Dave Franco drinks some of this water, which is this has these mystical properties that he doesn't know about. But basically, it causes their bodies to want to fuse together.
Oh my God.
And it's called the movie's called Together.
Okay.
Yeah, that came out 2025, so fairly new.
Okay.
But yeah, the some of the visuals where they're like coming together and they're like, no, you got to resist it. It's really really interesting.
Yeah,
Really good visuals.
that sounds horrifying. The premise alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a classic. I mean, this month, because you asked either last month or the month before if I like do my suggestions based off of what I've seen lately, or like just movies I like. And what I had done for a long time was I was trying to think of movies I both like and that I think you might not have seen before. But I'm breaking that habit. New year, new me. And so I'm just doing movies I've seen in the last couple of months. And so I watched Interstellar a few months ago, and I watched this next movie just last month. And I'm not a Star Trek fan by any stretch of the imagination. I've never watched the television show, not a single episode. I intend to maybe check it out now because I watched the first Star Trek movie, and I thought it was interesting. Have you seen Star Trek: The Motion Picture?
Yeah. I saw the man. That was a while ago, wasn't that?
1976, I think.
Oh.
The first Star Trek movie.
Okay. So actually, I'm not sure if I've seen that because I've saw there was one that came out like 2010 maybe
Yeah,
20. I don't know.
I think I don't know the year, but that one's called
But
Star Trek. But yeah,
okay,
this
yeah,
one's
I
called
saw that
Star
one.
Trek: The Motion Picture, and
Oh.
it's very good. It's I don't know if it's very good, but it has a cool ending. So
Yeah, I never. I guess my brother kind of was a Trekkie, and my spouse is a little bit of a Trekkie. So interesting. I don't think I've seen the motion picture.
yeah, it's worth the watch for uh the cultural significance alone, I guess.
All right, so my last recommendation. It's directed by the great James Cameron, and follows the story about this team of humans. They're on this sort of ship thing, and there's a lot of water, and they come across this strange species of creatures. They're highly intelligent, and I don't know. I was trying to like make it sound like it was Avatar. I'm talking about
Oh,
the
okay.
1989 film The Abyss.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
I've heard of
So
this.
this team, they're actually oil drillers, but like in this underwater vessel, and they're tasked with a rescue mission for a submarine that sank. And It's got Ed Harris does a great job. But yeah, I was really surprised that like uh, of James Cameron. I had never even heard of this, and it was really quite interesting, inventive. There's this kind of like alien species. It's got a pretty wild ending. The oh shit, dude! I couldn't. So sometimes I'm watching a movie and they'll like the scientists will the electron particle accelerator. It's like obviously not scientific, right?
Yeah.
But there was, gosh, I'm not going to bother looking it up. But if you watch this movie, which I would highly recommend, you got to check out the Wikipedia on it because the production of it was absolutely crazy. Like they had this extremely large tank of water that they were filming underneath, and the actors went through some extremely difficult stuff. But the craziest thing they were talking about when you dive. Now I don't know that this application exactly works, but they're saying the pressure is so deep that they have to breathe liquid oxygen. It's not exactly just liquid
Okay.
oxygen, but it's some kind of chemical.
They had to do that on the lunar lander.
Lunar lander.
They had liquid oxygen for the NASA missions.
Yeah, but it wouldn't. Imagine it would then evaporate, and they would breathe
Yeah,
just
and then they used air
gas.
recyclers. But that's how
But
they kept so much oxygen like in a condensed state.
anyway, so in this movie, they're like, oh yeah, the pressure's so deep they have to like breathe in liquid oxygen, and I'm just like, that's such nonsense. And they take this rat and they submerge it in this liquid, and it kind of freaks out a second, but then it is like breathing this liquid, and it's real, dude. It is fucking real. You can like mammals. I don't know. I don't think they've tested it on humans, but they've had animals breathe liquid and live. Like
Huh.
air breathing mammals breathe liquid, and that blew my mind. And they show it in the movie, and I was like, how did they do it? Is there like a tank of water, but like they put a rat in this fluid and it breathes fluid. It blew my mind, man.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to read into that. Huh.
Crazy. The
Um,
abyss.
yeah, that's wild. So the last one on my end is another is a movie that came out last year. It's uh from a director that I really like as a person. He's in a sketch comedy group called The Whitest Kids You Know, and it's self satire. Like it's not like a white supremacist thing. And and so like he produced this really bad comedy movie like 10-15 years ago, and uh it's just really cool to see him actually get like directing credits for something that's good. And you probably watch this. You watch all the new movies. It's about a whole classroom of children going missing overnight, and the town has to figure out what happened. It's weapons.
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 What did I feel like that was one that I recommended, but that yeah.
I think we talked about it, but I looked through the sheet multiple times to make sure it wasn't recommended, and I just went
Interesting.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
weapons.
I thought that was a great one. I'm not sure why like which month I watched it and like why I didn't include it in my recommendations because yeah, somehow it got cut from the list. I had some other movies that were better, I guess. Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
weapons.
weapons.
Definitely
It's a
worth a
good
watch.
movie. It's worth a watch.
I was going to at the start of our show give a little shout out or pay our respects to the great actress Catherine O'Hara, passing away just recently. And I was almost thinking like maybe I could have one movie recommendation that she was in, but if you haven't seen it, Orange County was she plays a pretty funny role of this divorced mom, and I don't know, just yeah, Orange County's a classic go-to
Okay.
one.
Yeah, I've never
It's got
seen that.
Jack Black in it too.
Yeah, I know she was in Schitt's Creek. I don't know what else I've seen her in.
She's in Beetlejuice is a big one, or like Home Alone. She's the mom in Home Alone.
I don't remember Home Alone. Beetlejuice, I barely remember.
All right.
Schitt's Creek is okay. I don't like rich people, so it's a little cringe.
Yeah, I wonder. I feel like they tried to.
You're supposed to be cringing at them, but it's just like I don't like. It's like
Yeah.
less acceptable for me. You know, it's like watching Anomalisa.
All right. Well, that concludes another month. Tune in next time for our little recap of the year. And do you have anything else to add, Malachi?
Yeah, no. Next month, doing an award show, so I'll try to uh, uh, polish up my production a little bit.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you next time.
Yeah, and cut.
And cut.